The 800 Most Commonly Used Idioms in America. Часть 7. 601-700. 601. Run a risk или take a risk. Be open to danger or loss unprotected. Everyone is sick in your friend's house. If you go and visit him, you are running the risk of getting sick too. 602. Run down, in bad condition. Run down еще переводится как останавливаться, если мы говорим о механизме, разряжаться, об аккумуляторе. The clock has run down. Часы остановились. The batteries are running down. Батарейки садятся. Еще и значение сбивать машиной. She was run down by a car. Значит, ее сбила машина. Еще пример. Nothing seems to be working in this car. It seems to be very run down. 603. Scalper. Перекупщик. A person who buys a ticket at the regular rate and sells it at a profit. There were many scalpers selling tickets before the game. 604. Scam. Афера, мошенничество. A plan to cheat someone. The woman finally got in trouble because it was found out that she was running a scam. 605. Scatter around. Scatter around. Использовать... Нет. Scatter around это означает carelessly put in different places. То есть разбросаны, можно сказать. Clothes were scattered around the messy room. 606. Scrape the bottom of the barrel. Использовать последние возможности, ресурсы. Take whatever is left after best has been taken. We need to find employees for the new company, but all the talented ones are already working. It looks like we need to scrape the bottom of the barrel and hire people with less talent. 607. Scrape together. Scrape together. Собрать с трудом. Наскрести. Get money little by little. I'll need to scrape together some money so that I can buy your car. 608. Scratch the surface. Scratch the surface. Значит, скользить по поверхности. Относиться поверхностно. Deal with the matter only in the most superficial way. Scratch the surface. Merely begin to understand or accomplish something. Merely означает только просто. He has been looking through the accounting books to find all of the errors. There seems to be so many that he is only beginning to scratch the surface. 609. Scrounge around. Поискать, порыться. Look in a lot of places for a certain item. I need a 2-inch screw that will hold a part tight in the light fixture. I've been scrounging around for an hour, but can't seem to find one. 610. Second hand. Not new, previously used. The little girl has been wearing second-hand clothes from her older sister for the past year. 611. See daylight. Увидеть просвет, увидеть выход из положения, прояснилось, наконец, кто-то что-то понял. Now that most of the inventory is done, we are beginning to see daylight. 612. See eye to eye. Быть в полном согласии, сходиться во взглядах, во мнениях, разделять чьи-либо взгляды, найти общий язык, договориться. Have the same opinion, agree. My partner and I are splitting up. We do not see eye to eye. 613. See red. Become very angry. Разозлиться, рассердиться, прийти в ярость, потерять самообладание. I saw red when he told me that he wouldn't be at work tomorrow. 614. Sell like hotcakes. Sell quickly, rapidly. Иметь большой спрос, легко продаваться. His CD is becoming so popular, it is selling like hotcakes. 615. Sell oneself short. Underestimate oneself. Even though she's the only one who knows how to fix all of the computers, she doesn't realize how valuable she really is. She is always selling herself short. 616. Send someone packing. Выставить за дверь, выдворить. Tell someone to leave, dismiss. When he broke up with his girlfriend, he didn't want her living in his apartment anymore. He sent her packing. 617. Serve time. Сидеть, отсидеть. Be in jail. He served time in the country jail for driving without a driver's license. 618. Set one back. Cost. These new shoes set me back $200. 619. Settle down. Live a quiet, normal life. After they marry, they plan to move out into the country, settle down and have a family. 620. Shape up. Приспосабливаться. Improve one's behavior to the required standard. Begin to act and look right. The schoolboy was hitting other children and talking out in class. He was told by the teacher that he better shape up or he will have to stand in the hallway. Talk out, кстати, означает говорить громко. 621. Sharp. Означает smart, witty, quick thinking. The supervisor is very sharp. She knows how to quickly fix any problem that may arise. Кстати, witty – это остроумный. 622. Shell out. Pay. Или раскошеливаться, или с неохотой выкладывать деньги. Shell out. We shelled out a lot of money to eat at that fancy restaurant. 623. Shook up. Shook up. Расстроенный, потрясенный. Upset, worried, fearful. I got all shook up when I heard the awful news. Кстати, shook up имеет еще дополнительное значение. Допустим, в предложении I'm all shook up означает «я влюблен». Кстати, песня вот такая у Элвиса Пресли есть. I'm all shook up. 624. Shoot full of holes. Shoot full of holes. Find great fault with. I thought my idea was great, but my boss said it would never work. He shot it full of holes. He shot it full of holes. 625. Shoot the breeze. Talk idly or gossip. Shoot the breeze. Трепаться, чесать языком, болтать ни о чем. Idle talk – это то же самое, что idle gossip. Пустая болтовня, сплетня. Let's go out after work and shoot the breeze for a while. 626. Shop around. Прицениваться, ходить по магазинам и искать что-то. Ну или искать, кстати, можно работу, место, подыскивать. Такие значения. Shop around. She shopped around for the perfect dress to wear to the party. Или for the party. 627. Shoplifter. One who steals goods from stores. The shoplifter was stealing some merchandise and was caught by the security guard. 628. Short end of the stick. Обойтись несправедливо, оказаться виноватым. 628. Вот такие значения. Еще можно give, get. Там используется with. В этом значении давайте посмотрим. Значит, что это у нас? Unfair, unequal treatment. Ну да, несправедливое отношение. I was the only employee who had to work all weekend. I got the short end of the stick. То есть я получил, да, то есть I got. Здесь еще используется give. Окей. 629. Shrug off означает отделаться, прийти в себя или не обращать внимания. Dismiss, кстати, означает отвергать, выбрасывать из головы, прогонять от себя. 629. Shrug off. То есть dismiss, not be bothered or hurt. Even though his classmates treated him badly, he didn't let them bother him. He always shrugged off their mean comments. 630. Sick and tired. Disliking some continual behavior. Annoyed. То есть можно привести к мне достало, надоело, тошнит уже от чего-то. I am sick and tired of listening to the loud music that my neighbors are always playing. 631. Side with. Side with. Favor, support, one position in a dispute. My father always sided with my sister, even though he knew she was wrong. 632. Side swipe. Задеть означает задеть бортом. Hit the side of a car. My car needs to be repaired. It was side-swiped by a bus on my way to work today. 633. Simmer down. Успокоиться, прийти в себя, остыть, взять себя в руки. Become quite calm. The teacher told the children to simmer down because they were too loud. 634. Sink one's teeth into. Впиваться зубами во что-то. Go to work seriously. I can't wait to sink my teeth into this exciting new project. 635. Sink or swim. Okay. Будь что будет, была не была, пан либо пропал. 635. Sink or swim. Fail or succeed by your own efforts. This venture is going to be successful or a complete failure. It's either going to be sink or swim. 636. Sit right. Be acceptable. His father doesn't want him to go to a faraway university. It doesn't sit right with him. Еще примеры. Something in this какой-то там story. Something is in this story doesn't sit right. То есть что-то в этой истории не вяжется. The whole business didn't sit right with me. Вся эта история мне сразу не понравилась. Вот такие значения. 637. Sit tight. Несколько значений. Твердо держаться, не сдавать свои позиции. Или второе значение. Сидеть тихо, не выдавать своего присутствия. Третье. Выжидать развития событий, воздерживаться от каких-либо действий, комментариев. Но это вот как раз здесь wait patiently. Перевели как третий вариант. Okay. Sit tight while I run back to my house and get my keys. 638. Sitting pretty. Sitting pretty, удобно устроившись, переводится. He left enough money for her to be sitting pretty for the rest of her life. То есть, чтобы она ни в чем не нуждалась. Sitting pretty. In a favorable situation, their team is 40 points ahead in the game. It doesn't look like they can lose. They are sitting pretty. 639. 6 feet under. Равняется dead. Или еще dead and buried. They put him 6 feet under the other day. Значит, они на днях похоронили его. Еще примеры. The old man that used to live in that house is now 6 feet under. He died a few months ago. 640. Size up. Size up. Допустим, size up a situation. Или the situation. Правильно изучить, прояснить, оценить обстановку, составить мнение или оценить ситуацию. То есть form an opinion, assess. Before I can give you my opinion, I need to size up the situation. 641. Skeleton in one's closet. Окей, то есть скелеты в шкафу. A family secret. She has always seemed distant and secretive. Secretive — это, кстати, скрытный, секретный, замкнутый, тайный. She has many skeletons in her closet. 642. Skip. Значит, skip — это как forget или pass over. А pass over означает обойти вниманием, проигнорить, как ignore, пропустить. То есть, the teacher needed to skip a few questions on the test because he ran out of time. 643. Sky high. Expensive. After purchasing the new bed with all the sheets and pillows, the bill was sky high. 644. Sleazy. Неопрятный, неряшливый. Или низкий, подлый, низкопробный, захудалый. Окей. Sleazy означает shoddy, dirty, in poor condition. Shoddy — это имеет значение низкопробный, дешевый, некачественный, низкого качества. Sleazy. Итак, her apartment was sleazy. There was dirt and garbage all over the floor. 645. Sleep on it. То есть think about, consider, decide later. То есть типа нужно переспать надо. То есть нужно выспаться, подумать, выспаться и потом уже решить. Типа утро вечером мудренее. Even though you want me to take the new job, I need to sleep on it before I give you my decision. 646. Sleep one's mind. Be forgotten. Или выскользнуло из памяти. Кто-то что-то забыл. Или совершенно вылетело из головы. Sleep one's mind. I'm sorry I missed our appointment. It must have slipped my mind. 647. Slob. Slob — это грязь, слякоть. Ну или a person who isn't clean and neat. I don't think that man has washed his clothes in 2 weeks. He looks like a slob. Типа грязнуля. 648. Smell a rat. Become suspicious. То есть чуять недоброе, неладное, подозревать что-либо, чувствовать подвох. When $6,000 was missing from the company, I began to smell a rat and thought it may be internal theft. 649. Smooth something over. Сглаживать, устранять. To ease or gloss over. Преуменьшать. 649. Smooth something over. Make better or more pleasant. Even though there has been many family problems, her mother likes to smooth everything over and act like things are all good. 650. Snap. An easy task. Или еще snap переводится как легкий, простой, легкое дело. Putting these folder files in order won't take very long. It is a snap. 651. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Избавиться. Free oneself from the control of panic, fear, hysteria. He was upset and crying so hard that he couldn't snap out of it. 652. Snow job. Snow job — это обман или запудривание мозгов. Insincere or exaggerated talk intended to trick or impress. Even though he never worked a day in his life, he told everyone that he was a successful attorney. He was giving everyone a snow job. 653. Snowball's chance in hell. Значит, имеет значение no chance at all. We've got a snowball's chance in hell to win the lottery next week. 654. Sob story. Слезливая, душещипательная история. Sad story that makes the listener sympathetic. The boy forgot to bring in his homework. He gave his teacher a sob story and told her that his dog ate it. 655. Sore loser. Sore loser. Person who gets angry when he loses. That little girl is a sore loser. She cries every time she doesn't win a game. 656. Sort of. Sort of, или еще kind of. Almost, not quite, similar to. I'm not sure what color this shirt is. It is sort of blue and sort of green. 657. Sourpuss. Sourpuss. Так, посмотрим, что у нас здесь. Значит, sourpuss пишется значение a disagreeable person who seldom smiles. My teacher is always in a bad mood. He is such a sourpuss. Еще несколько значений. То есть sourpuss, a bad-tempered or habitually sullen person. Sullen person, значит, sullen это замкнутый, сердитый, угрюмый. Ну или печальный, мрачный, зловещий. Sullen. 658. Speak and span. Very clean, very neat. То есть очень аккуратный, опрятный, чистый. Now that we have cleaned our house, it looks spick and span. 659. Spill the beans. Tell a secret. Inform. Итак, spill the beans. Выдать секрет, проболтаться, разболтать. She found out the secret and told all of her friends. She spilled the beans. 660. Spine chilling. Chill это вообще означает испугать. А spine chilling это страшный, леденящий, если мы говорим, допустим, о фильме, о книге. То есть terrifying, thrilling. I don't think that young children should see this movie. It is spine chilling. 661. Spitting image. Вылитый портрет. Точная копия или вылитая копия. То есть spit вообще плеваться, поэтому spitting image типа плюнул и получился такое же изображение. Ну, если это поможет запомнить. Spitting image. Exact resemblance. The boy is the spitting image of his father. They look like twins. 662. Split hairs. Split hair – вдаваться в тонкости, в чрезмерные подробности, проявлять педантизм, спорить из-за пустяков. Make trivial, unnecessary distinctions. The lawyers were splitting hairs over the wording in the contract. 663. Split up, separate. Although they have been married for over 25 years, the couple decided to split up because they could no longer get along. 664. Splurge. Это непомерная трата денег. Или еще означает транжирить, тратить деньги. Spend a lot of money for something. When it came to buying a new car, they splurged and bought one that was luxurious. Точнее, luxurious. Есть слово luxury, роскошь, а luxurious – это роскошное. So, that was luxurious. 665. Spoiled. Значит, spoiled имеет такое вот значение, как избалованный. Часто еще добавляют spoiled rotten. Rotten – это гнилой, то есть избалованный гнилой. Что, кстати, имеет близкое значение к слову мажор. Да, то есть мажор. Spoiled rotten. Кто-то избалованный, испорченный. Так, и еще у нас тут появится слово appreciative. Appreciative – это благодарный, умеющий ценить. Appreciative. То есть spoiled, getting and expecting everything one wants. Their children are so spoiled. They have every toy that you can imagine and don't seem to be appreciative. 666 это у нас sport. A person generous with money. He took me out to dinner and paid for everything. He was very sporty with his money. 667 spring означает pay, платить. Платить, оплачивать. То есть американский вариант. Допустим, пример. We'll spring for the booze. Мы заплатим за выпивку, за спиртное. Because he just won some money in a contest, he sprang for dinner. 668. Spruce up. Или spruce up — это приводить в порядок, украсить, наряжать, прихорашивать. Clean, redecorate. We wanted to make our home look good for the holiday party. We spent days sprucing it up. 669. Square one. Square one – самое начало, отправная точка, старт. In the beginning. Now that the computer had lost all the information in the report, we will have to begin at square one. 670. Squeal. В данном случае означает inform, то есть донести, накапать, настучать, выдавать что-то, выдать кого-то. Вот такое вот значение, squeal. Even though he was involved in the bank robbery, he squealed on his partner so that he wouldn't have to go to jail. 671. Stab someone in the back. Stab — это вообще колоть, заколоть. Поэтому имеет значение все это выражение как betray someone, то есть предать кого-то. We were always so friendly in the office. I cannot believe that he stabbed me in the back and tried to have me fired. 672. Stand. В данном случае это означает tolerate, like, то есть можно перевести как терпеть, выносить. The president would not stand for corruption in his administration. Терпеть, выносить. 673. Stand on one's own 2 feet. Be independent. То есть стоять на своих собственных ногах. Ну, понятно. Once he graduated from college, he was able to get a job and an apartment, and he was able to stand on his own 2 feet. 674. Stand someone up. Fail to keep an appointment or date. They decided to meet at 6. She waited for him for an hour and then realized that he stood her up. То есть заставил ее ждать. 675. Ну да, то есть заставил ее ждать, и она, короче, не дождалась. Киданул, в общем. 675. Stand up to someone. Stand up to someone – не спасовать, защищаться. Be brave, courageously confront someone. Even though the bully was twice his size, the boy wasn't afraid and was able to stand up to him. 676. Start the ball rolling. Take the initiative, begin an action. It takes approximately 1 year to be accepted into that school. We completed an application to start the ball rolling. 677. Stay away from. То есть держаться подальше от чего-то. Avoid, избегать. I always try to stay away from mean people. 678. Stick one's neck out. Look for trouble. Take risks. Или еще рисковать, ставить себя под удар, высовываться. Though I had nothing to do with the problem that he was having, I stuck my neck out to help him. 679. Stick it out. Endure, continue. Выдерживать до конца, не сдаваться, продержаться. Stick it out. The girl was miserable at sleep away camp, but she only had 1 more week before it was over. She decided to stick it out and stay. 680. Stick to one's guns. Стоять на своем. Refuse to compromise or change despite criticism or opposition. To defend an action or an opinion despite an unfavorable reaction. Everyone told me this idea was stupid. I didn't listen to them and stuck to my guns. 681. Stick up for. Defend, help, support. Even though everyone makes fun of her friend at school, she always sticks up for her and stands by her side. 682. Sting. Sting. плохое, отвратительное, никуда не годное. To be extremely bad quality, to be terrible. I was treated badly on the phone when I called the company about the problem I was having. I think their customer service department really stinks. 683. Straight from the horse's mouth. Переводится как из достоверных источников, из первых рук. Directly from the person involved. Even though we all heard about the John's accident, it was nice to hear about it from John himself. We finally heard it straight from the horse's mouth. 684. Straighten out. Имеет значение put in order. He spent Saturday straightening out his clothing drawers and making everything neat. Следующее у нас 685. Strapped. Strapped означает short of money, то есть без денег. Short of money. Having no money available. Can you please buy my lunch today? I'm strapped for money until payday next week. 686. Strike while the iron is hot. While the iron is hot. Куй железо, пока горячо. Take advantage of an opportunity. He has been working very hard on his new business. It has been taking off and he wants to strike while the iron is hot. 687. Strings attached. Strings attached. Имеет значение дополнительные условия. Restraining circumstances, obligations. He became company president, but he had to marry the owner's daughter. There were strings attached. There were strings attached. Или they were, скорее всего. Ну ладно, окей, идем дальше. 688. Stuck. Unable to understand. I'm stuck on this math problem, and I cannot figure it out. То есть так не получается, застрявший. 689. Stuff. Ну, это то же самое, что things. We need to buy a lot of stuff for the party. 690. Stuffed shirt. Stuffed shirt. Или как business-like у нас будет значение. Да, чуть дальше. Значит, business-like это деловой, деловитый. Практичный, у нас будет это слово business-like, а stuffed shirt это высокопарный парень. Ну, вот так вот перевели. Stuff, ну, типа такой, серьезный, деловой. Типа деловая колбаса. A person who is rigid or too formal. It is fun working in my office. Everyone likes to laugh and have a good time, except for Ed. Ed is always serious, businesslike, and never wants to relax and have a good time. He is such a stuffed shirt. 691. Swamped. Swamp это болото. Ну а swamped это значит overwhelmed, то есть наполненный, переполненный в данном случае работой, то есть много работы. I need to complete 4 reports by tomorrow. I am swamped with work. То есть я переполнил, то есть я занят, сильно занят работой. Типа у меня много работы. Swan song. Swan song. Типа лебединая песня. Final appearance. The actress died after completing the role in this movie. This was her swan song. 694. Sweat bullets. Имеет значение обливаться потом от страха, беспокоиться, нервничать. Sweat bullets. Be nervous, be very hot. I didn't know how the interview would go and was very nervous. I was sweating bullets. Следующее. Sweatshop. 694. Это патагонное предприятие. A factory that has poor conditions, long hours, low pay. I feel bad for people who have to work in that chemical plant. I have heard it is like a sweatshop in there. 695. Swell. Означает terrific, то есть отличный, превосходный. Your boss has said great things about you. She says that you are a swell guy. 696. Take a beating. Означает lose money. Last year everyone took a beating in the stock market. Stock market – это фондовая биржа. 697. Take a crack at. Try, attempt. Crack – это как попытка. На сленге crack. Even though you tried to fix the toy and couldn't, let me take a crack at it. 698. Take advantage of. То есть воспользоваться, да? Treat, take advantage, воспользоваться кем-то, чем-то. Treat unfairly for your own gain. Make good use of time or conditions. Because I had a few days off of work, I took advantage of all the time I had I had read a few books. Вот так. 699. Take after. Resemble or act like a parent or relative. И у нас предложение. I see that he takes after his dad in his ability to play basketball. И последнее 700. Take it. Endure trouble, criticism, abuse, pressure. То есть выносить, терпеть, выдерживать. Это то же самое, как bear или stand. Everyone in school told her how ugly and stupid she was. She was unable to take it and eventually changed schools.